Hey everybody, and welcome to Authors and Dragons, where a group of comedic fantasy writers get together and try to make it through a whole game of Pathfinder without accidentally dying. Let's see if we pull it off this week. As always, the odds do not look great.
Hi, I'm Joseph Brassy. I play the role of Bjorg Bjornsson, defiant and recently stabbed barbarian. I was one of the authors on the historical fantasy series The Mongoliad, and I just finished a novel called Glassblade.
Hi, I'm Rick Walteri. I play Silas Kane, mighty Paladin of Toreg, and I'm the author of Bigfoot Hunters and the Tome of Bill, of which The Wicked Dead, Book 7, will be out on December 11th.
My name is Robert Bevan. I play the role of Klaus Richter, rogue in search of secrets. In the real world, I write the Caverns and Creatures series of novels and short stories. My new book, Critical Failures 4, The Phantom Penis, is currently ranked number 1 on Amazon's comedy list, effectively making me the funniest motherfucker in the world.
All right. My name is Rob Cruzy, and I play Kutharic the Lost, a rather surly, grumpy dwarf who seems to be unconscious a lot. And I am the author of the Dis series of books, starting with Disenchanted, as well as Mercury Falls and a bunch of other novels.
Hey, I'm Steve Wetherill. I play Brandon Firemaster, the monk who is so hot he can't help but get set on fire. In real life, I am the author of the comedy fantasy series, The Doomsayer Journeys.
And I am Drew Haynes, acting as the GM, aka to the shepherd to this flock of drunken sheep. I'm the writer of such series as Superpowers, Fred the Vampire Accountant, and NPCs, the second book in which, Split the Party, will be available on audiobook December 8th. And I'd like to take a moment to thank our sponsor for this episode, Vodka. Vodka. It numbs the inside pain. When last we left our party, they had gotten the absolute shit kicked out of them by a bunch of skeletons, turned down offers for power from a billowing pillar of smoke, and awoken, mysteriously, to a man in glowing armor screaming at them, wanting to know who fucked everything up. Take it away.
No!
I'm still considering the offer.
Oh, Silas will immediately drop to his knees at this guy's feet. You know, I am the scum beneath Toreg's heel, the slime in his chamber pot.
That's a new level.
Oh, a Torag. No wonder. He just sort of looks at the rest of you. He is in gleaming silver armor with a large sword strapped to his hip, and the faint wisps of light and energy are still sort of crackling in the air around you. You notice that where the skeletons were, there are now only cinders and chunks. Silas Kane and Kutharic the Lost may both roll me knowledge religion checks.
Silas doesn't know shit with a 7.
Kutharic the Lost rolls a 20 for his knowledge religion, and he also knows something about planes, apparently.
If it's relevant.
But that's not relevant.
Alright, with a 20, Kutharic
He has been unconscious for a while.
That's true.
It might have
God
seemed relevant.
damn it, Kutharic, you're not in the room.
Like, you know, I feel like talking about planes a little bit.
Kutharic, you know a fair amount about religion, but unfortunately you are blinking awake on a horse outside with no view of what's happening indoors. The last thing you remember was trying to push yourself and heal Bjorg to the point where you accidentally passed out.
Yeah.
So you're strapped to a horse.
I'm literally on a horse's ass right now.
Yeah, you are literally strapped in place because they couldn't think of a way to keep you there otherwise. So if you'd like to go about extricating yourself, you can start trying.
Okay. Well, so what did I roll that religion check for? To see if I believe.
You rolled that because I forgot you weren't in the room.
Okay.
See why God is angry with you.
Yeah. So if you'd like to roll an escape artist, you can start trying to get out of that.
All right.
Silas, with your 7, you know nothing.
I'm just groveling at his feet, begging him to beat me for my for my lack of piety.
But for everybody else who's not Silas or Kutharic, give me perceptions.
All right.
Okay.
That should be, given my track record with perception the last couple sessions, this should be highly entertaining. I seem to recall the last session involving lots of perception checks that were...
Klaus Richter rolls a 10.
God damn it, where is perception?
Bjorg rolls a 21. I see everything.
Brandon Firemaster rolls a 20.
Wow.
Hey.
All right, so Klaus, you feel like something's missing, but you can't quite put your finger on what it is. There's just a little too much chaos around you. Like, everything looks different than when you passed out. So you're like, this is different, but I don't know how. I mean, there's no more red smoke. The skeletons are dust. It's probably that. It's probably the dust and the smoke.
I checked my coin purse.
It is still in place.
Okay.
Now, do you want to check your money? All right. Bjorg and Brandon Thighmaster both realize that the horse corpse is gone.
However, will we bury him?
All right, and over in the doorway,
What are we supposed to eat now?
your savior just sort of looks at you all and looks down at Silas with disdain. What did you do?
Not
I
much.
have failed my god miserably, as always.
I'm sure Toreg is used to it.
Wait,
All
wait,
I
wait.
know is I was riding along when suddenly I felt the overwhelming presence of evil coming from here. I come to find you lot about to be murdered by a bunch of skeletons and what is very clearly a demon's presence centering on that altar.
So that's what that was.
Now, smiting these pathetic little skulls was nothing. Unfortunately, in the moment when I was distracted saving you, the demon apparently took possession of your horse and ran by me.
Not cool, demon.
We must hunt it.
We
Free
went
our
for a lot
horse.
for that horse.
That horse made bad decisions anyway.
That horse has been with us.
Clearly.
Pretty difficult. 2 episodes.
He's been with you for more than 2.
Then we must go.
Well, wait, 1 second. Did it take the gem with it?
You don't know. You'll have to check inside the altar.
Silas will, as soon as he's finished groveling. He's pretty much like holding onto this guy's ankles, weeping.
As soon as you let go, he just reaches down and like wipes off his ankles. If you, I assume, go look in the altar, you don't need a perception check to see that yes, the gem is indeed gone.
Took the gym and the horse.
Yeah, but that would
Have I
horse
been able to
betrayed us.
extricate myself from the horse's ass yet, or am I still?
Did you give me a escape artist?
Oh, is that what I gotta do?
Yes.
Oh,
You are tied in
I didn't
place.
know that was a thing. Okay. Escape artist. Rolls a 6. So I tighten my bonds even more as I struggle.
You didn't get below 5. You don't hurt. You shimmy a little bit loose, but we'll say Bjorg tied the straps, and by God, you're his friend. He was making sure that you were not going
not
to
fall.
Thanks,
to
man.
fall off. So
appreciate
you
it.
are
You are
tight
welcome.
in there.
You're thorough.
It's for your own good.
Always.
All right.
So Bjorg is gonna step forward to this fellow and say, what is your name, sir?
I am Godric Darkstabber, Paladin of Gehenna.
I am Bjorg of the North. It is nice to meet you. Thank you for not letting us die.
It is the duty of those who serve the gods, at least those who serve the gods well. And he very pointedly looks at Silas.
Not an invalid point.
When we see those in the thralls of evil, we may not let them pass or let them die if it is within our power to save them. And my power is considerable.
Humble as well.
Yeah, I like this guy.
Oh, don't feel too bad about shaming Silas. I'm pretty sure if his own god said that he was good, he would be very unhappy with that.
Yeah, Torog's good like that.
Gehenna is the god of the knights and the rulers. Humility has no place in his order.
Ah, I can see that.
Besides, when you can back it up, there's no need to be humble.
How far to Caldern? And did you see which way our horse went?
The one that ran off?
Yes.
He ran to the west. I'm planning on trying to track him. Although seeing as this mess was clearly caused by you, feel free to go off on your own and do the same. Perhaps the gods will forgive you some small amount for the evil you've let loose upon the world.
I highly doubt that.
If I may ask, sir, if you're so good, how come a dead horse got past you?
I was busy saving all of you. Gehenna, in his infinite wisdom, prioritizes salvation of the weak over the slaying of evil, at least in cases of such small powers.
Just looking around, looking for this weakness you speak of. I've no idea what you're talking about.
At any rate, I am forced to ask, why have you all kidnapped a dwarf?
Oh, no, the dwarf is my friend. He was unconscious. So we have to stop him.
Doesn't sound better.
Godric just kind of like very gracefully pulls out his sword and just swings it around once or twice. And you won't mind if I go confirm this story with him.
Oh, by all means, go ahead. He is my friend.
All right, Kuthric, as you are trying to shake free of the straps, really not lending much credence to the argument that you were not taken against your will.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, I don't know who these guys are. I just woke up and found myself.
Yeah, you woke up strapped to a horse. You have no context for what's happening. Man in golden or in shining silver armor steps out and walks over to you, his sword clearly drawn.
Yeah, no, but I don't know who these other guys are either. That are saying that they know me, and that's I've never met them. No, actually, I know the big guy is actually a friend of mine. He tied me onto this horse. But if you could cut me loose, that would really be nice.
Yeah. Here's the thing, Kuthric, you don't know that.
What? Oh, I don't know that. Okay.
Yeah. So we'll take it from. So just the guy walks over. Dwarf, are you being kept against your will?
Well, I'm not. I'm trying to get loose, so I'm not. This isn't my ideal situation here, tied to a horse.
A horse, and who strapped you to this mighty steed?
It's a little fuzzy. I'm not exactly sure how that happened.
Interesting. There are several men inside that tower who I found consorting with demons who claim you were brought along voluntarily.
Can you describe these guys? Is one of them like super annoying, like you just want to punch him because he's always going on about how worthless he is, and he's kind of just a real ass?
Yes.
Yeah, him I don't know, but the other guys are my friends. No, yeah, he's one of our guys too. He is.
Your friends strapped you to this horse.
I guess. I don't know. I've been unconscious a lot lately. It's been a rough few days.
Godric just looks at you for a long second. Good dwarf, I know the trappings of your culture, but perhaps on occasion it might be good to set the ale down.
Yeah, it's not me. It's these guys. I'm trying to keep tabs on them, and they get a little out of hand sometimes. They try to fight wells and jump into wells. There's a lot of they have a thing with wells and water.
You are clearly doing a stellar job keeping them in line.
Yeah, I know.
He slides the blade between the straps and just like with one motion cuts it, and you are free.
Okay, and I tumble gracefully to the ground in my dwarfen way. Okay, so where are these guys?
Inside the tower, amidst the blood and dust and ruin that they have wrought.
What did they do?
It appears that they were consorting with a demon.
Okay.
Although I do not taste the stink of evil upon any of them.
Just
I
the stink of
taste
failure.
Good judgment either.
Yeah, it's not. That's not the smell of evil. That's right. That's the stench of poor decision making and low self-esteem.
Often the first steps on the path of darkness.
Yeah, right.
Fuck this guy.
All right. Can you take me to him? I'll try to get line.
He walks you inside, and you see dust and blood and a broken altar, and no horse, and your friends look beat to shit.
Kutharic!
Nothing's on fire or flooded. You guys are slipping. What happened? This is
a little
the
bit
kind
on
of.
fire.
Oh, okay. Well, I was really hoping that there would be a little bit of fire and some kind of flooding or drowning or something.
Not this time, only smoke.
All right.
Fortunately enough, the dwarf has backed your claim that he was taken willingly.
Of course, he is a brother in Toreg.
I do not wish to know literally anything more about what you were all doing and why the dwarf was strapped to the horse.
Very
Just
well.
as well.
The usual reasons.
Indeed. Now, if you'll excuse me, I have a demon to go fetch, since you all did such a wonderful job of letting it out. And, much as it pains me to do so, you are too weak to survive leaving this place on your own, at least in your current condition. So, I must allow Gehenna's grace to fall upon you. And he puts his hands together, and a glorious golden light casts out up from him. And basically, you are all healed back up to full. He has more than enough healing magic to knock that out.
Yes!
Hey.
If you find our horse, could you send it back?
Our dead horse. We want it.
Send its remains back to us and give him a proper burial.
I was thinking we could eat it.
And on,
Well, let's see. It's been demon-possessed and murdered and sacrificed.
Or skin it,
probably-
at least.
It's probably still more edible than the wolves.
Right. I think we should really give the skinning another chance, I think. We had some practice last time. I think we're working our way up to. You start with wolves, and then you go on. You move on to the horse.
I'm not. I still don't entirely understand what you all did.
You will.
Godric just sort of shakes his head and turns. Did you all say you were trying to get to Caldern?
Yes.
Perhaps you should take the valley path. The mountains are treacherous. Although there are less bandits up here, so perhaps that will be better. And you, Toreg's servant,
yes?
perhaps you should strengthen yourself before stepping to Caldern. From what I have heard, there is much power and evil to be fought there, and as a paladin, you cannot step away when the challenge is too great.
I will beat myself every night until I am stronger.
We
In the
can make our-
meantime, perhaps you should consider the love of Toreg.
He turns and just walks out. You actually can all hear a low-pitched whistle, and if you want to roll me perceptions, you can look out and see what he does.
Perceptions.
All right, Klaus rolls an 11.
Silas gets a 1.
9
Brent.
for Kutharic.
Let's see here. Bjorg rolls a 13.
Brandon Firemaster rolls a 16.
Okay. Everybody who beat 10 can see a large white horse equipped with silver armor walk out of the forest, and he leaps atop it, clicks his tongue once, and goes barreling off down the trail.
Oh, so he's still got his horse then.
Yeah.
I think his horse is magical, which
So
means
you-
it probably talks back.
On the positive side, our horse must be kind of magical.
The
Now it
lore in horse is debatable, but yes, at this point you could safely say it's probably magical.
I dub it Deadly Smoke Horse. Maybe we will meet again then.
So
Thank
where'd
you.
this whiny paladin come from that just saved us?
I
He
have
just-
no idea.
He just came out of nowhere and saved our asses, and then
Well-
gave us a really hard time about.
Obviously, it
about
was Toreg's will.
But
Yeah.
the last thing I remember is something smoky telling me that it could make me powerful. But the last time that happened, I was in a sweat lodge in the north. So
Well, but did it work? Did it work last time? Because
I told it to go away because it was probably a fart.
gotcha. Wise man.
Well, you guys have a decision to make. You are down one horse, and about a half day's journey into the mountains, which will take 5 days to get to Caldern. You can keep on your current trek, braving the natural fights, or head back toward the valley, where there are probably brigands to deal with.
Well, we're down one horse, but we're up a dwarf. So
Strap him to the wagon.
You guys got to figure out what you're gonna do. Oh, and remember, well, at this point, you're probably gonna have to abandon the wagon anyway.
Oh, yeah.
It needed 2 horses to pull it,
We may as well
and you
try the
lost
valley.
one.
Let's say
There
you
are
brothers-
faces to crunch.
But your decision-making horse told you to go to the mountains.
Yes, but he's possessed by demonic smoke now.
No, that was the other horse.
Damn it!
our one
Wait, was I-
one horse possessed by a devil, the other following the grace of a god.
Oh,
I give
So
Possibly,
the decision-making horse is the one that I was strapped to.
That
Yes.
is correct.
All right.
maybe he just decided his friend needed to die. Maybe we're placing too much faith in this horse.
It's possible we're expecting a little too much of the horse. Yeah.
To be honest, is the horse really any worse than one of you making the decisions?
Well, clearly not.
But my vote is for the valley, but I will go where you all go. You are my companions and my brothers in arms.
Because the thing about the horse is that it doesn't come up with new, inventive ways of doing horribly wrong things, making bad decisions. It just goes with the kind of the logical, obvious bad choices. So
Right. In that respect, we are superior to a horse.
we are superior to the horse. Yeah. So I don't know. So it sounds like Valley is the way to go here. But
Well, if we do Valley, we can keep the wagon, correct?
Yes.
No.
Oh no, because we don't have 2 horses. That's right.
Unless one of you is willing to do horse duty and help pull the wagon.
Yes!
We have a barbarian.
that sounds like a job for Tuareg.
Silas is
Silas.
penance.
Totally. Yeah.
Oh my god. Alright, that means you will move at half of Silas's speed.
Whoa, that's like 10 feet.
15.
Well, he gets 2 moves a turn, so that would be 60 total down to 30, and I'm only letting him have that because the other horse is helping.
Ultimately, you could just ditch the cart and go through the valley on. The cart actually makes it that much stronger.
The more whipping, the better.
Alright, you know what? Silas, he really seems to want to pull this cart and be whipped.
We can whip him anyway. I mean, what
Yeah,
do we need the
yeah.
cart? What do we need the cart for? I mean, I'm willing to whip him if that's what it takes to get this done.
We do
Literally,
have-
you're a noble dwarf.
Yeah.
Thank you, brother.
Yeah, I'm doing it for myself as much as for you. So
That is probably the truest statement anyone has said on any game ever.
So we're actually going to go to the valley now with Silas pulling a wagon being whipped.
That
What?
does sound like what you're trying to do, yes.
Well, think about it. Would any sane burglar, bandits, really want to just mess with that?
We should
What
go
we-
back and...
That is a goddamn intimidate check, I'll give you that. Are they whipping a paladin and making them all
What's in the wagon that we need? Is there something? Are we carrying something important?
Well, some of you occasionally pass out, and the cart comes in handy for those moments.
That's true.
That's true.
Look, do what you want. I'm just asking what you want to do. That is my job.
In fact, I'm planning on sleeping. If we're taking the cart, the wagon, I'm going to sleep in the back. Because, I got short legs and I don't feel like walking if we got a wagon going anyway. I'll just get up to whip Silas once in a while.
Wow.
If we're taking the cart, Brandon Firemaster will assist by pushing the cart. That sounds like good cardio.
Georg will help as well when he is not standing atop of it, keeping an eye out for brigands to smoosh.
Okay, if you both are chipping in, then you can move at 3/4 of Silas's normal speed.
Excellent.
I'm not helping.
No, we weren't expecting. We've seen enough of Kutheric to know where that's going.
I'll help.
Man the whip, brother.
Klaus will keep a wary eye out.
Okay, alright, you guys are going to start going back down the road. First off, roll me survival checks to make sure you can find your way back to the cart. Because you were following horse tracks to get there.
Okay.
Klaus rolled a 2.
Silas
Wow.
gets a natural 1.
Sorry, it's 24.
Brandon Firemaster rolls an 18.
And Bjorg Bjornsson rolls a 20.
Wow. So, so Silas just starts trying to dig. Just like straight dig. It's this way. It's this. I'm telling you, it's this way. And the rest of you all, of course, know where you're going. You just grab him and just pull him along. Like,
But
come on, asshole.
I think Silas had the right of it.
You can dig when we get back to the cart. You can dig through the boards with your hands.
Well, you all had a very good check, so you can make it back to the cart without issue. And
Silas,
you-
we were way off.
hey, you can't prove his was wrong, just that this one was also right. Oh my god.
Just digging a grave for myself, because the way I'm rolling tonight, I'm probably going to be in one.
Never know.
So, you can all start back down the road.
Into the valley.
Gee up,
Six.
Silas.
Sing loud songs to Tuareg as they beat me.
I've never seen him
And,
so happy.
Flagellating wagon.
after about a half day's travel, you arrive back at the sign about the fork in the road.
This is
Oh yeah, there was a sign.
Yeah.
refreshingly familiar. I don't remember that sign from last time.
It's where you smacked the horse on the ass and made it pick a direction.
No. Bjorg doesn't remember because he rolled a natural 1 and didn't see it.
There you go. When you arrive at the sign, everybody roll me perception checks.
I'm asleep at wagon.
Klaus rolls an 8.
Brandon Firemaster rolls a 17.
Silas rolls a 4.
Bjorg rolls a 4.
Wow.
At this point, Bjorg is whipping Silas.
Order, my friend! Order!
Brandon Thighmaster, you are the only one who notices that there is a very large footprint, or hoofprint, sorry, in front of the sign where you're pretty sure there wasn't one yesterday, and it really only catches your eye because the edges around it look a little bit scorched.
It appears we're on the trail of Magic Horse, brothers. Should
Our
be,
magical
where
horse.
do I see where the tracks go?
You just see the one hoofprint.
A one-legged horse.
It is our magical horse.
He's hopping. We should be able to catch him in no time.
I believe the universe is so fit to put us on the right path to retrieving our magical dead horse. I think we should continue on into the valley.
Alright, you can all keep going. This is a pretty clear-cut path. It's very easy to follow. You keep going, and just as it's getting close to nightfall, you see off to the side a cluster of trees that has been knocked aside, and some of them have been burned to a crisp.
That's ominous.
But it's off to the side. It's not on the road. You do not have to mess with that if you don't want to.
If it's knocking down trees, I'm thinking we're just gonna wind up dealing with this guy saving our ass again.
Let's move on.
Pretend we don't see it. Well, I rolled a 4. I definitely don't see it.
And I'm asleep, so I don't see it.
Oh man, that is actually Silas. You have to roll me a perception check. This is an hour later.
14.
14. Okay, you see it. Roll me an intelligence check.
2.
Woo! You, thankfully, are so dumb, you don't put together that, I wonder if that's the demon horse. Because if you'd realized it, you'd have to go after it.
All right. Guess some
how-
campers left their campfire going too long.
Yeah. Some asshole wyvern or something.
How unfortunate. Let's
Yeah.
keep going.
Yep, definitely not your problem. You don't sense evil, so...
Smokey the Bear weeps.
Oh my god. And now I want to make a demon horse versus Smokey the Bear fight.
Now, see, what you do is you have the demon horse show up, like, later on at the head of an army or something.
What do you think's going to happen if you don't slay it?
I'll be rooting for the
We're going to gain a
horse.
few levels first.
I rolled a 2 in my intelligence check. Obviously, I don't know.
Yeah. And that is a good thing, because one of the drawbacks to Paladin is you don't get to turn the blind eye. Unless you're really dumb, so good move on the intelligence check. Alright, you guys go ahead for like another hour, and go ahead and make camp. Roll me survivals.
Roll to see if you can successfully make a camp, or if you drive a tent peg into your leg.
Is someone gonna hang an oat bag over my head or something?
Klaus Richter rolls a 4.
Bjorg rolls a 21, actually, a natural 20.
Brandon Firemaster rolls a natural 20.
Silas
What are we
gets
rolling?
another 2.
We are brothers in
Survive?
survival.
All right, I'll get up and try. Kutharic gets a 14.
So Kuthric is just like dutifully making like a tent, like just these fucking assholes. Klaus and Silas, they tried to make a fire and they just broke the wood into pieces and stared at it. Meanwhile, Bjorg and Brandon Thighmaster begin flexing at one another and like doing like showing off who can do the most muscular attempt at setting up a tent or preparing a fire, and they get so into it that before you even realize it, they've completely set up the camp in like a beautiful fashion and rigged up a little bit of traps and netting around it just so you have an extra layer.
Brother, my tent is pitched larger than yours, truly.
But have you seen this netting, brother? Universe whips.
Is that the pubes? And that's why these episodes have the explicit tag.
Is it a trap? No, that's a trap.
I rub my hands over my pile of wood chips for warmth.
Right behind you, the blazing fire that they started with grease from their oiled up body. Oh my
That's
god.
right. That's right.
All right, someone roll me a D100. First come, first serve.
I'm not touching that one.
61 from Bjorg came first. Okay, that's high enough. You all take shifts, and you make it through the night without incident.
Holy shit, what was that?
That's refreshing. Everybody wakes up like, what's going on?
Yeah.
Why am I tied to a horse or on fire or something?
I don't trust this. I don't trust this at all.
This is a bad omen.
Yeah. Who put shit in my pants?
This is the earthly manifestation of your fear.
All right. You can all begin going down the road again.
All right.
Onward.
Hook me up to the harness.
About halfway through the day, you come to a barricade. It looks like someone has felled several trees and knocked them over in the middle of the road. There's
Fuck you, Smokey the Bear.
there's a very visible path that you can take off to your right. Everybody roll me perceptions, and go ahead and throw in some intelligence checks, too.
Alright.
Silas gets another fucking natural one on his perception check.
Godric gets 23.
Klaus
Brandon
Richter rolls
Flymaster.
12.
Oh, sorry. After you.
Alright,
And an
Klaus Richter
intelligence?
rolls 12.
You want an intelligence check too? What you
Yes.
said? Okay. And Godric gets 15 for intelligence.
Bjorg rolls a 4 on his perception check and a 1 on his intelligence check.
Good job,
It's
big guy.
Seven on his intelligence check.
Oh, Silas doesn't get an intelligence check. The sweat from his eye and the joy at being just mutilated for 2 days straight has left him in rapture. He's not even looking. He's just happily moving. He hasn't even noticed that the horse stopped, so he's doing nothing.
He's just treading.
Yeah.
Brandon got a 9 for perception and a 13 for intelligence.
Okay, everybody who beat 5 for the perception can see that it is a blockade with the path leading off, and everybody who beat 10 intelligence can see this is clearly a fucking trap.
Brothers, I think the universe is fucking with us somewhat.
We can climb these trees.
You can try and clear the barricade out of the way.
This is an opportunity.
Completely up to you.
Good for the quads.
Bjorg's gonna see how can I roll a strength check to start shifting the trees?
Absolutely.
All right.
There's no way I'm not getting involved with that. Can I also roll a strength check?
Bjorg walks up to grab a tree, and Brandon Thighmaster sprints up to do the same. Yes, both of you give me strength checks.
Brandon Firemaster rolls a 10.
Bjorg rolls a 10 as well.
Oh, you both grab on and try and fail to pull it out.
Are these freshly felled trees or old dead wood?
Roll me a survival check.
Should we all roll that?
Klaus is the only one who's examining it since he asked, so you're pulling on the trees.
How long before we can try another one?
Klaus rolls a 3.
All right.
Jesus Christ.
Well, we'll see if anybody else. You cannot tell, man. These might be 100 years old or cut 5 minutes ago.
Well,
Definitely trees.
there's more than one way to tell. I'm going to try and set them on fire.
Hang
Oh
on.
my god!
That's
Hang on.
But I know. The
You
party's
took
on.
your action. We have to see if Godric or Silas want to take one. Godric or Silas, do you have anything you want to do, or are you just going to let this play out however it goes?
Yeah,
I pray for guidance.
I'm gonna stand back and let it happen.
That is the smartest move anyone has made in any of these games. Let's say go ahead. Let's let Brandon and Bjorg try their strength checks next, because I don't think they would stop. They would be
No.
going right back in after that one.
This is not done.
I'm not being beaten by a tree.
Bjorg rolls an 11 this time.
And Brandon Firemaster rolls a 15.
Ooh, Bjorg is still struggling and failing with his big log, but Brandon Thighmaster is actually, he gets his to shift out a couple of inches. He's making progress.
It's not all about strength. It's about core, man. About core.
And we will give you guys another shot after we take Klaus's turn.
Oh my god.
And Klaus, how exactly do you want to light these on fire?
Let me check my inventory for oil.
Yes, with reckless abandon. Am I about to be set on fire again?
It you foreshadowed it in the intro. You did it to yourself. Oh. That's not true. This is definitely Klaus who's going to do it to you.
Oh my god.
Does a rogue's kit have oil in it?
You will have to look that up.
Yeah, I'm doing that right now. Let's see.
Oh my god.
Finder's kit, forger's kit, gunsmith's kit, monk's kit, scrivener's, rogue's kit. Here we go.
What does the monk's kit come with?
Do I have a
Nothing.
kit?
Inner peace.
Inner peace and wicked abs.
That's all you really need.
Body oil.
I think wicked peace comes from inner or wicked
All right.
abs.
No oil. What kind of rogue's kit is this? It does have torches though, and a flint and steel. So I'll light a torch and try to light the tree from that.
All right, we will let you light a torch on your turn.
Oh.
Bjorg and Brandon Thighmaster, I would like perception checks from both of you. This would be a great time not to fail.
He's gonna kill us all.
But it's a DC 10, I'll tell you at the outset, because you are both just focused at this point.
Bjorg rolls a 21.
Brandon Firemaster rolls a 23. He sees this coming.
All right, as you are fighting to move these big chunks of tree, you notice over in the corner that the rogue has lit a torch, which is a little odd because it's still like midday and the sun is shining.
What are you doing?
Anyway, do you want strength checks?
Yes, strength check.
You can confront the rogue, or you can keep on strengthening.
Well,
Let's think about this.
Choices.
Now we see what matters truly the most. Do you care more about your safety, or do you want to lose to the other guy?
Oh, well, he's already moved his.
Yeah,
Nah,
he's gotten a
I'm
little bit of
winning.
progress on his.
I'm winning, but I don't want to be on fire.
Again.
I'll be like, hey Bjorg, why don't you put down your end of the log and tell him not to set us on fire?
Bjorg is gonna narrow his eyes at Brandon. Do the same.
Oh god.
We can always
God.
argue with trees later.
So strengths are talking. Which one you want to do? I'll let you eke those out. Now you got to make a choice.
Bjorg will drop the log. What are you doing?
Brandon, you want to get a strength check yet?
Yes.
How he yells at Klaus. Bjorg is glaring at Brandon.
Oh, 19. He gets more. He's building on that progress, just like pulling that first chunk of tree out. All right, now you can talk to the rogue.
What are you doing?
Brands over brawn, gentlemen.
What is... Why did you light a torch in the middle of the woods? That is the dumbest thing I've ever seen. And this is coming from me.
When you want to clear a tree, this is how you do it.
No. That is not how you do it.
All right. Do I have to talk anymore, or can I just light this shit up?
I mean,
No.
you can jam the tree. You can jam the torch in the trees whenever you want, man. You got it
I
lit.
won't stop him.
Okay, guys. This is
You
how you
can-
clear a barricade. All right. I stab the trees with the torch.
You can roll me a reflex, Jorg, to try and
I'm gonna go for that.
grab the torch.
At least I can, when I stand before Smokey for judgment in the afterlife, I can say I tried to stop him.
What am I doing?
Jorg is trying to roll a reflex to stop you.
All right.
All right, so
Jorg
he's
rolled
fast
17.
enough to stop you. Klaus, give me a dex check to see if you can evade him.
Oh my god.
He can see you coming. He gets a chance too.
Shit!
Klaus will-
Oh yeah. So Bjorg leaps toward Klaus, who darts back and jams the torch like in between two hunks of tree and just pushes it all the way in so it's out of reach.
Be
What
careful,
are you
George.
doing?
I have a fire here, man.
You're going to burn down the forest!
Well, it'll clear the barricade.
And technically, this part of the forest is already down.
Is there water
Uh.
nearby? I shudder to ask.
Say what?
Is there water nearby? I shudder to ask.
Roll me a survival check.
Bjorg rolls a 13.
With the 13, you cannot discern the location of nearby water.
Ah!
But you do know enough about fire and starting one and how it works that putting one flame under a big surface area, like a cut section of tree is not going to catch immediately if it's, not like super, super dry. So you've probably got a minute or so to work with if you can clear the tree out to pull the torch away.
All right. Back to them strength checks.
And actually, that's what we will give you. We will give you, roll me a, give you a d6 plus 1.
4.
You have 4 rounds to reach the torch before one of the chunks of tree will really catch fire, and at that point, you're not going to be able to get it out without taking burning damage.
So strength checks, right?
Strength checks.
Bjorg rolls a 15.
All right, with a 15, you struggle and you make a little bit of progress. I mean, you're at least one success of progress behind Brandon, who now gets his own strength check.
Oh,
Klaus Richter is stepping back because it's on fire and he's not a fool.
not a fool.
Oh, Brandon Firemaster falters with an 11.
Ooh, Brandon Thighmaster, he got a little too cocky and he forgot to adjust his grip. So he tries to pull and his hands slip a little. He stays. He doesn't lose anything, but he doesn't manage to pull it any further away.
I realize this is no longer a contest between two strong guys, but a contest against fire. So,
That's the way most of these things end up, it seems like.
We
for us.
are
Water and
brothers.
fire.
Between two strong guys.
Between two strong guys against fire.
All right, that's one round. You notice like a few wisps of smoke coming out from the middle of the barricade.
Not good, not good.
Ah, nature's doing its work.
Shut up!
you are a terrible human being.
This might not be a
Bjorg
good time to
rolls a
wrestle
7.
burning trees.
Bjorg rolls a 7.
No.
He rolls a natural
Bjorg rolls a natural 1.
1. Before it's down.
Okay.
It's like we may be
so-
going to mountains after all.
Brandon Thighmaster, give me your roll.
Brandon Firemaster rolls a 12.
Alright, you do not make any more progress on this round either. So what happens is Bjorg, having made a little bit of progress, is like, alright, I can do this. And he slips around to get his hand like between the log he's trying to move and the barricade, and he slips and pushes it back inward after he's tried to get the grip, and Bjorg has now pinned himself into the barricade.
Oh god.
Damn it!
And that smoke is no longer a trickle. It's moving fast. This is apparently drier wood than you realized, because it is creeping.
Oh god, okay. So another strength check.
Another round of strength checks.
Alright, Bjorg rolls a 23.
Nice. Do you want me to roll?
I mean, sure, he's trying to save himself. You're trying to stop the fire.
And win.
And win.
God damn you!
Brandon Firemaster rolls a 13.
Oh, you are a little distracted by all that drama, and you don't quite get the movement you were hoping for. Bjorg, breaking 20, you dig deep and you're like, oh no, 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 no! And you just rip with all you've got and you yank that section away. And you're now actually about tied with Brandon in terms of how far you've managed to pull your log out.
God damn it.
What round are we on now?
And but you can the smoke is very smellable and it's starting to get like a little warm.
Alright, here we go.
Guys, that tree you're wrestling is on fire, you know.
Bjorg rolls a 17.
All right. Bjorg successfully drags his hunk of wood out from the barricade and drops it heavily to the ground.
Brandon Firemaster has been psyched out to 14.
That will also allow him to yank a big section free and drop it to the ground. Congratulations.
Is there
Unfortunately, you lost some time with that natural one, and yeah, it's definitely burning. You can still try and reach it, but now you have to try and pull a whole section out while it's on fire before it can catch the other sections.
What do you think? Should we call this a draw?
We might call this a draw, I think. Mountains it is, apparently.
Yeah. Let's
I
leg it.
mean, Klaus isn't wrong. It'll burn out eventually.
No, Klaus is
Like-
wrong.
Maybe there were brigands here, however, there won't be any more very soon.
You're welcome.
It so I guess alright, so the barricade is now burning, but it is, remember, on a road. These are kingdom roads, they are well worn, they are dirt, so there is a fair chance that it won't automatically spread. Do you want to do anything to try and mitigate the chance of it spreading, or are we just going to roll these dice and see what happens?
Okay, does anybody know how to not fuck things up?
Well, is there... we are our own category of natural disaster.
Klaus listens for screaming bandits.
Can we?
They're
do
not
a
in the
survival
it's just a
check?
whole bunch of shit in your way, so horses can't go through. They're not in there. Oh my god.
Okay, so would we need to roll survival to be able to tell what's going on, like how to mitigate that?
Yes, if you
Okay.
roll survivals, your
Okay.
characters might know how to stop that.
All right, okay. Bjorg will do that then, because he does actually like the forest. It's nice.
I will do it because I do like not being on fire.
We all like that.
I don't know, man. Based on actions, I'm not sure that Brandon Thighmaster really enjoys that.
Bjorg rolls a 15.
No.
Brennan, no, that's me. Sorry.
Oh no, sorry, 10. Bjorg, wait, what? Oh no, Bjorg rolls a 21, natural 20.
Bjorg rolls a natural 20.
Yes.
Brandon Firemaster rolls a 15.
No, Brandon Thighmaster
Oh,
rolls
no.
a 10.
Sorry, that's just gone through twice. Yeah, rolls a 10.
Yep. And Klaus doesn't give a shit about the forest.
I'm a
I
dwarf.
care
I
about
don't
the
care.
barricade.
Yeah. Klaus is Klaus just like very proud? Like, yeah, I did that.
That's right.
I'm back.
getting
What happened?
done.
It's his lifelong quest against bears.
Problem solving motherfuckers.
Burn them all. Burn them all.
Did he burn down the forest?
Not
He lit
yet.
the barricade successfully on fire, and they were not able to get to the torch in time.
Oh.
But thankfully, Bjorg rolled a natural 20 on his survival check, so he knows that if you all dig out a trench around the barricade, away from keeping it some space from the nearest trees, that will highly decrease the chance of the fire being able to spread. It might still throw a wild spark or two, but if you dig out those trenches, it will not be able to spread along the ground, which will take a huge chunk of the possibility out of the equation.
We could also leave it to Torreg's will.
No, we're not going to do that.
Yeah, I don't even think the God of the Dwarfs gives a shit about a forest. You
I
guys
also-
might get some elven paladins after your ass.
Great.
We're
Torek,
following
Torek
Bjorg's
probably
lead here.
Yeah, Bjorg's gonna start digging.
Do you have any implements or tools with which
Oh
to do
god,
that?
damn it! I don't know. Is there anything in the cart that could be used?
Torek
Yeah,
probably
pieces
wants
of the
to-
cart, probably.
What if I
Yeah.
grabbed a plank off the cart?
A plank off the cart would not be like the world's best tool, but it would get the job done.
Okay, I'm assuming there's no shovels.
There are no shovels, no.
Okay.
Silas, would you like to do some hard labor for Toreg?
Of course!
That
What
is how
the
you
hell's wrong?
sell a motherfucker.
I just set the forest on fire. Want to fix it?
I will work my fingers to the bone!
Well,
Silas
that's
will
just what we
immediately
need.
just start digging with his hands.
What do we
Alright.
need to roll?
Way to go, Silas.
What do we need to roll? What do I need to roll?
Honestly, for digging a hole, I'll let you just dig a hole.
Alright, Bjorg's gonna start digging a hole. Not like we
There,
have...
we'll give
yeah.
it a but because you're digging with a wooden plank around a fire, I'm gonna give you a 1 in 10 chance that you accidentally catch your tool on fire.
Alright.
Ladies.
So, what, run from 10?
Yeah, just roll a d10. Wait, pick a number and then roll 1d10.
That sounds like syphilis.
You have to pick before you roll, though.
I'm making it a part of the thing. We rolled a 1, I pick 3.
Okay. You did not set your plank on fire.
Yay!
You are able to dig a trench. Silas, it doesn't really have to worry about catching wood on fire since he's doing it with his hands. Is anybody else gonna help, or you just gonna
Yeah,
watch?
yeah, I'll definitely chip in.
I helped.
Fine,
We
I'll
tied-
help.
Guys, tied the wrong person to the horse last time.
I cleared the barricade and got the trench dug via Silas.
Since we seem to be committed to this, what am I doing? What can I do?
I guess rip off a plank from the cart
All right.
and pick a number between 1 and 10, and then roll a 1d10.
Pick a number from 1 to 10 and roll a 1d10.
Yes. So what is your number?
7.
Okay, roll a 1d10.
I'm working on it. If I can remember how to do the 10.
All right. You did not roll it. You do not light your board on fire while you're holding it.
Yes.
Brandon Thighmaster, same deal.
Okie dokie. Okay, I'm gonna pick I'll go for high. I'll go for
I have
7.
decided
Yeah.
that a horse is in fact a superior decision-making creature.
And
I told you.
roll. Oh shit.
No, it's fine. This is one of the few times where a 1 doesn't hurt you. You
Oh.
didn't get the one you picked, so you're fine. And you all can successfully do it. With all 4 of you working, you are able to get the trench dug pretty quickly. So we will say that it went from a 70% chance that it was definitely going to light on fire,
Close.
down to just down to a 20% chance. There's a 20% chance that this burning thing is going to throw some sparks that will catch a tree. So I'm going to roll a D100, but I will let you all pick the range. What is the fire range? gonna-
1 to 20.
1 to 20. Okay.
I have a bad thing about this.
51. You do not set the entire forest on fire.
You're welcome, gentlemen.
Oh.
Bjorg is going to just kind of glare at Klaus.
Um,
I suppose we sit back and wait for this barricade to burn down.
yeah, it's gonna take about 5 hours for this thing to burn down. It's
I
a
wish
lot of fucking wood. Like, this was really meant to be
There's
hard
some
to get
bandits
through.
watching us right now, going, what the fuck? Yeah.
Do we get that intimidate check?
I will let you know if it becomes necessary.
Okay.
Do you want to try and take the path to get around, or are you guys just gonna sit there for 5 hours?
I wish we had
How long-
some of that wolf.
How long can we glare at Klaus for?
5 hours, by God, if you
I
want
think
to.
that'd about do
Yeah.
it.
I think, yeah, if we're going to stand there and glare at Klaus for 5 hours.
Klaus is going to take a nap in the wagon.
All right, well, I'm
Oh.
all rested because I was just sleeping in the wagon, so I'll glare at Klaus, too.
While he's sleeping.
While he's sleeping. I don't care. Try to sleep while you have my dwarven glare on you.
Oh my God. Okay, so 5 hours pass. As you all just sit around watching this fucker burn.
No, watching Klaus.
Right. Watching Klaus, keeping the occasional eye to make sure that, like, nothing catches fire. And eventually it goes down to, enough ash that you can pilot the cart minus a few planks
Well,
over
that
the
was
sooty remains.
Well, that was extremely unnecessary.
All right, harness me back up.
Oh my god. I'm not sure what's done more damage to this area, the demon horse or us.
God only knows. I really, for a second, I thought you were just going to burn the damn forest down for a minute.
I'm really
It-
surprised we didn't.
That natural 20 from Bjorg made a big difference.
Nice one, Bjork.
Bjorg does care about something.
So you guys can get in another, 5 hours, and it was mid-morning. You can get in another, 3 hours of travel before it
All
starts
right.
getting late and time to set camp. You
So-
can still sort of see, the smoky remains of the barricade in the background.
Whip harder, we can make good time.
Do I hear the wails of bandits
Oh my god.
No, you do not.
lamenting my wily avoidance of their trap?
You
I
do
think
not
he does
hear.
in his
You,
heart.
you hear neither wails nor the gnashing of teeth. I guess, give me survival checks to make sure you don't, screw anything up lighting fires for camp. Klaus.
Not allowed near anything burning.
No, he's not.
Brandon Firemaster rolls a 10.
Silas gets a 3.
Klaus Richter rolls an 8.
Bjorg rolls a 15.
Eutharic rolls 13.
Alright, you collectively do well enough to set up your tents and bedrolls and fire without accidentally lighting the forest on fire or killing each other with tent spikes. Oh my goodness. You
Much
go into
flexing.
your shifts. We will go down the line for when this happens. So we're gonna say that we'll just actually go down in the order that you rolled your survival check. So Brandon is 1, Silas is 2, Klaus is 3, Bjorg is 4, Kuthric is 5, and I'm gonna roll a d5. D5. 3. Klaus, roll me
Yes.
a perception check.
Awesome. Klaus rolls a 6.
Okay.
What have I percepted?
You did not percept anything. Another hour of your watch passes, and just when it's about time for you to wake up Bjorg, A tall man with dark hair and a rapier strapped to his hip steps confidently into your camp.
God.
Hello, sir, I say very loudly, so others will wake up.
Good evening, good evening. How are you?
I'm just swell!
Wonderful. So happy to hear it.
And yourself?
Oh, just out on this lovely evening for a stroll. Just me and my friends.
Yes, that's nice.
And as he says, friends, you see creeping up from around 10 other men, all with bows drawn and arrows knocked. Alright, and so with the archers approaching and Klaus screaming his welcoming very loudly and impossible to miss, you all have awoken. And everyone give me perception checks.
This should be fun.
Myself included?
No, you do not need to do it.
Silas gets a 1.
Brendan Firemaster rolls a 14.
Bjorg rolls a
15.
Bjorg rolls a 15 as well.
Kutharic gets a 15 as well.
There you go. So you all wake up and realize that you are being completely surrounded by archers. Silas, you do not. For the second time that day, you're just like, oh, Torag. And you hear all the screaming, and you just roll back over and shut your eyes. You're awake, but you just don't give a shit yet.
No, I'm just used to the screaming.
Fair enough. So the rest of you realize that you have woken, and you are ringed and completely surrounded by archers and one bandit standing in the camp.
Fantastic.
I do have to say, thank you all so much for taking the trouble of lighting our barricade on fire and then standing there for hours, letting us know exactly where you were, making it so easy to get ahead and get in position, and really just set up such a convenient ambush. I have to say, not many travelers take the time to show such courtesy, and we do appreciate it. We do. I don't want you to think we don't.
You haven't met travelers like us yet.
I would wager you haven't.
Well, you just agreed with your own friend. I don't know what you were trying to convey with that.
Shut up!
Oh, I'm sorry, we're not used to subtlety.
That's all right. That's all right. The big ones never are. But, I'm an amiable man. I don't want you to think ill of me, and we really do appreciate the ease with which you took things. So, here's what we're going to do. You go ahead and you leave your gold, your tools, your armor, and your weapons. We will let you take your tents and your bedrolls, and you know what? You can even have your cart. We don't really need that. It looks beat to hell. We have our own stuff. We're good. And you can keep the horse, too. We're not monsters. We understand there's still a bit of a trek to Caldern. So, if you're willing to just set everything down, you can all go.
These
guys, I am an amiable man.
Do these guys have a automatic surprise round on us, or do we get to roll initiative before they get to just shoot us?
They are knocked and aiming at you. If you take an aggressive action, they get basically they have prepared action. That if you charge their guy, they're filling you with arrows.
Okay.
And you should all give consideration as to whether or not you want to surrender or try and fight your way out of this. And we will see how that plays out next game. Yeah, I'm cliffhangering this shit. Mostly because you skipped the horse fight and I don't have it built yet.
Oh, wow.
Well, my choice is easy. I'm just sleeping through this shit.
There you go. But we will see you all next time on Authors and Dragons when we find out if they take the diplomatic route or the... they're going to try and punch their way out. Like, I don't fucking know why we're trying to tease this.
Yeah, we're fine.
Yeah. When you see if they make the route that will obviously keep them alive, or they just try and punch through. So, see you next time on Authors and Dragons.
Authors and Dragons is brought to you under a Creative Commons license, meaning you are free to share this material so long as credit is given to the original creators, which is us, the people who are playing it. The opening music, Take a Chance, and closing theme, Master of the Feast, are both credited to Kevin MacLeod of Incompetech.com and also used under a Creative Commons license.